Buddy, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and today we're going to be playing a new game. It's called Hydroneer. It's a 2.0 version which just recently was released, and this is a really cool mining, crafting, building kind of game. It's set in what feels kind of like a medieval time, but only there's vehicles and stuff, so it's like maybe more fantasy. Anyways, we thought we'd give this game a try and see what we thought. And in this game, this is the starting area. Now, as I set this game up, I did start off in the beginning in creative mode, just so I could go and get this hourglass, because with this hourglass, I can pause time or speed up or reverse time or whatever. And that's because I don't want to deal with the night mode. I just want to work in the day, and so that's what we're going to do. In the beginning of this game, you're going to start off with a shovel, a lantern. We're going to pick that shovel up. We're going to be using it. A cart, a small bucket, a large bucket, and a brush. And all those items will be used for us, so we will be looking at where to start in the game. Now, if you walk across this map, you can see these lines here, which shows the grid of the map. So we're going to want to dig in that kind of a direction to set our mine up. And we're going to start on this one here, and we'll start basically right about here. I think will be good. And we're going to need our bucket. I'm going to drop the shovel so I can go fetch that. Pressing E drops the bucket. Or drops the shovel, I'm sorry. E picks up the bucket. I'm going to bring it over here next to us so we can fill it up. And then we're going to go back up over here and we're going to grab the brush out of the wash basin. The brush will be used to clean our ore, the dirt from our ore. And then we need water to do that. So, now, I did play a little bit of this game before, and just to kind of get a feel of how everything works. So I wasn't totally crazy stupid when I started the game on the video. But I kind of have an idea of how everything works. I'm going to pick this up and drop it here, and that's normally what you would do. And so I would fill the dirt in the bucket. It takes about 4 shovels full to do that. Bring it here, dump the bucket into the water. Take the brush, swish it around, and then it exposes the ore in the bucket, but it also removes the water. A friend of mine told me if I take the bucket and I bring it here and I leave it there, I don't have to do that. I can actually drop the dirt into the bucket while it's in the water and pick up my brush and swish and go back and forth. And the reason I'm going to do it that way today is because I'm an older gentleman. I am sorry about that, but I have a tendency to forget to refill the bucket every time, and so when I get back here, it makes things longer because I have to stop what I'm doing and fill the bucket with water and so on. And so I'm going to leave that like that. I'm going to come back here, make sure we're on our grid line, and then I'm going to start digging right about here. Now, what I'm going to do is dig a hole straight down till I hit bedrock. And that's how we're going to set this mine up. And it takes 4 of these to fill the bucket. Now we'll take this over here to our bucket and the water. Now, if you look, you see a blue dot, and then just off to the right of that is like a shadow of the dot. It's dark. I'm going to take that dark shadow and use it right in the center of the bucket, and that's where we want to dump our dirt. Our dirt is in the bucket. We'll drop this, pick up the brush, use the blue dot to clean the ore, and as you can see, it swirls it around, and now we have a piece of gold ore. Isn't that nice? And we also have what looks like to be an iron ore. And it is. And if you look at the bottom right of my screen, you can, or bottom left of my screen, I'm sorry, it tells you what item you've picked up, and that's the ore. So we'll put that back in the bucket. We'll pick up our brush. We'll drop it back out here. We'll pick up this bucket, bring it back over here, and we don't even have to come all the way. We can just leave it right there. And it doesn't have to be standing up. It can be laying down. It can actually be upside down, and we'll still put the dirt in the bucket. And the dirt will stay there. Okay, so I'm using my left mouse to dig the hole. And then I'm using my left mouse to dump the dirt into the bucket. That's 2, 3, 4. Drop the shovel, pick the bucket up, bring it over to the wash basin. Left mouse jumps the bucket. Grab the brush, blue in the center, swirl, and we move on to the next one. Now we're going to want to do about 10 of these buckets or until we hit bedrock. I think it's going to happen a lot faster than 10 buckets because that's only our second round. Let's get our blue dot where we want it.
Huh?
Oops, we got our 4 and we have dirt in the shovel. We won't have to dig that first one. We'll still be able to use it. Dump. Switch. Drop. Pick up. Drop. Shovel. Dirt in the bucket. Get centered back over our hole. Dirt in the bucket. That's 3. This should fill it. As you can see, the dirt's right up there next to the top. It's 4. We come back. Stand over or put our little shadow dot in the middle of that. Dump our dirt. Drop the bucket. Pick up the tissue. Brush. Drop the bucket. Pick up our shovel. We're getting close, I think. Fill our bucket with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dump. Brush. Shovel. We should be getting pretty close here anytime now. That's 1 shovel. That's 2. 3. Okay, we hit bedrock. So we can't do anything else there. Come over, dump our material. Do our little swish. Drop that. Grab our bucket. Set it on the ground. I'm going to clean just a little bit off of here so I can get the water out of the bucket. Alright, so we're going to take this up top to the jeweler, which is up this hill, up this road right here, and we're going to sell this stuff. So we're looking around 180 coins for what we need to do next. We got 123. So we'll grab that. Well, drop that. And we'll sell that. Now we'll grab this and drop it. These items here do not sell for cash, but they are useful in another way, and you will see that soon. We'll pick up our 123. We'll drop that in the bucket, and we will head back down the hill. Now I'm going to take a little shortcut here. Run through the water. This is the little market we have right here. I'm going to drop this down here. I'm going to grab our money. Put it in this bucket. Then I'm going to take this stuff out here. And I'm going to put this back here in the... I'm going to actually take these and dump them into here. Oops. Wrong key. The left mouse and dumps them. That way they're outside the bucket. There. So now I'm going to go back to the market. And I'm going to spend a little bit of the money we just made. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase another small bucket. And I'm going to buy 2 of these. 1. And that's 2. I'm going to also buy a pickaxe. I believe would be nice. We're going to need that.
Huh?
Oh, we don't have enough. Oops. So we can't buy the pickaxe this time. We will buy it next time. But we'll get the buckets for now. Alright. Run these back over here. I'm going to put one in the water there. And another one in the water next to it. Because that's right, we're going to be filling 2 buckets now. Alright. Go ahead and grab our last little small bucket. Alright, now, the thing we're going to want to do is we're going to need to dig down to the bedrock where we dug this hole. And that's how we're going to start this mine. And we're going to do it in this direction here. And so we will be filling the buckets, washing them in the 2 that we have in the creek. That's going to take 8 shovels in total. Alright, pick our buckets up. There's one. There's 2. Swish, 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 and we're good. And we'll rinse and repeat that cycle until we get down to bedrock, where we will begin our tunneling. And through the magic of video editing, we'll be back when we reach and complete all that. Alright, we're back, and we've got a full bucket, and we're going to take that up, and then we'll show you what we're doing down inside the hole we dug. Hopefully we're going to get enough here to get the things that we need to move to the next step. Hopefully we're going to get a couple of dollars from this. 540. Take it. Add that in here. Run down and add that money that we have in the bucket down here with the money we just made. And then we'll see where we're at. We don't have much. 95. That gives us 635. That's real nice. So, first off, we wanted to pick. We're going to need to pick to make our tunnel correct proportions. And then next we will let's consider our options. What can we purchase over here? Now here are the machines we're going to need. Automate things. 432, we could purchase that. And then the hands forged iron harvester is 320, so 430, 320. So we're looking at 652. 652 for this whole setup. And so I think we'll wait on those until we can have that amount in full. In the meantime, let's see what we can do to make things a little easier. I think we will get one of these, maybe. I think I've got a better idea. Let's go dump this. I'm going to put this, I'm putting all this stuff in here, kind of keep it all together. We can leave the bucket, we don't need the bucket. We're going to make a little trip. Oh, by the way, there's our hole. We're going to grab our money. Now I'm going to go purchase something that's going to make it a little easier to get in and out of this hole. Plus it'll give you a chance to see some of the other area of this game. This is a truck which runs on steam. How you fill this truck with water so it will run on steam is on the top here. You use the small bucket, you fill it with water, you bring it over here, center your little dot, and pour the water in. As you can see, this is full. We haven't used it yet. So, Q enters the cab. It automatically starts. And then we drive. As you can see, our little monies are in the bed. It will stay there. It won't go anywhere. It's locked in the bed. Even if we were to flip or roll, it still stays in the bed. This is a shortcut to get to this area, but you can go over the bridge and around the dale and all that stuff, and I choose that. To do that, I just go down this way because that area that is ahead of us is where we're heading. There are more items to purchase in this area. We'll be purchasing a couple of items. And this ought to be a good spot. First thing we're going to do is we are going to buy stuff from this area. 2 items I want to get from here. Actually 3, because I want stairs to go down into my hole and out of my hole, and this will make it so much easier to do that. And I am going to buy a rake. Cannot purchase a rake over there. And I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm going to purchase one more item. I'm going to buy a construction hammer, and I will show you why we're going to do that. Oh, we may not have enough. We do. Okay, so we did. Alright, now we can pick these items up and take them out here. I'm going to put them in the bed of the truck. How much do we have left? 286. And I'm going to buy this here too. This is a tool rack. Just so you know, if you try to purchase an item like say this and you try to escape with it, it will take it away from you. You can't get away with it. Let's put these items in the bed.
Huh?
So we may have to dig a little longer because I spent a little more than I anticipated, but it's all going to be good. That is all our stuff. The last thing we want to always remember to do is grab our money. Don't want to forget that. I'm going to place that in the bed here. Alright, and just so you know, there's little shops along this street here where you can purchase stuff. The place we were just at sells building supplies so you can build a building, sells walls and so on and so forth. The next time we come here, we will be purchasing a pallet. It's quite expensive, but with the pallet, you can set the pallet on here, pile everything on top of the pallet, and instead of carrying things one by one, you can just pick up the pallet and everything will lock to the pallet, bring it over, stuff it in the truck. So we'll be making the purchase like that the next time we come up in the near future. And then over here is like all the basic stuff that we had over there, with the exception of this has a scales and a few other items such as a level 2 pickaxe, which is quite expensive. It's $742, and it sells. We can get fishing rods over there. We can get that over there, but we cannot get a compressor there. We can't get the funnels there. We can get that at our place, but we cannot get this, which is a smelter. It's an all-in-one system. We can get that over there, and then here's a bunch of cloudium pipes and pressure tank and so on and so forth. Another thing we can't get over there we can get here is a water pressure gauge, and we can't get the water filter hooks there either. And all these things will come into play when we get ready to start automating things. We'll need those things. And so just an idea of what they have here. They also have at the next spot Conveyor Nation, so they sell conveyor belts of all different sizes. They also sell gem polisher hooks which go on the belts, and so as the gemstones pass through, it automatically polishes them. Dirt shredder, which breaks the dirt clods down into smaller so that you don't get clogged, and so on and so forth. Anyways, that's that place. Now, for now, we are going to return back to our mine. We have the things we wanted to pick up from here, and actually a couple of extra that I didn't plan on, but I want. We'll head back over the way we came. Oh, and you can also purchase vehicles over there, more different models of the same truck, different colors, configurations, whatnot. This truck seemed to run a little faster and have a little more power. I think they're around 4,000. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Let's unload our things. I think we can use these now. Let's jump down in the hole here. If we can get this up here. No, it's still too tight. There we go. That may not be where I want that. Alright. Did we buy a pickaxe? I don't think we did. We're going to need to buy one of those. I'm going to bring our tool rack out here. This is a really handy tool, and I'll show you why here. I can do things like grab my shovel, I put my blue on the frame and push. Oops. That didn't work out so well. I forgot I had dirt in there. Let me... see if we can get the dirt off of this thing.
Huh?
Funny how one shovel of dirt turns into 4 taking it off. There we go.
Huh?
Alright, so now that I have all the dirt off, you hold that there and then press the left or E, it parks it in the slot. It's kind of nice. Anyway, that's how that works. Okay, so before we can do anything else, pick up our monies, take it back over here so that we can get a pickaxe, because we're going to need a pickaxe and move forward. Hope we have enough. Oh, there's one there already. Maybe we did buy one. Let's just get rid of this by running out. There we go. Yes, we... oh, we didn't pay for it. Okay, I thought we paid for it. Alright. Let's pay for this. Alright, now we have a pickaxe. Let's go make things happen. Now, if you didn't know, the ore we're going to get from down here is going to be way better on grade and larger, more quantity size wise, down here than it is up there on the top. And hence the point of wanting to dig down below. Alright, so what we're going to do, this does not collect dirt, but it will expand our area down here, making it a little easier for us to move around. There's our original hole. So I dug us down, but not quite all the way to the bedrock yet. And for now, I'm just trying to open up this area, make it a little easier to access. And hence the reason that pickaxe can be very handy. Now, the pickaxe can get away from you really quick and make big gouges and holes and stuff. So I try to be mindful of that and work a pattern, and not try to keep digging in the same spot twice, because that could end up being kind of disastrous. And we did purchase a rake, and I'm going to show you how that works, and that's going to really make this nice down here once I get enough room to work with the rake. Alright, so as you can see, I've opened it up quite a bit. I'm going to open this up a little more here. Alright, now I can't probably reach my way up there, but what I can do is hit the unstuck button. I hit escape, then come down here to unstuck, and it puts me right back up on top. Oh, that's weird. It spawned me inside the truck, and that's not good, so we'll do it again and see if it'll move us. Nope. Well, we just have to enter the truck. We'll get rid of the... Let's lose this. If it'll let us. Aha, this is not good. This is the glitch.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Never had this happen. There we go. That's better. Get rid of that. Okay, that's never happened to me before. That was weird. Alright, let's grab this. I'm gonna drop it right here for now. Grab our construction hammer, and I'm going to show you how we use that right now as well. And let's grab the rake. Alright, so the rake is used for leveling. This is used, the construction hammer, for locking things in place so that they don't move. So as long as I hit on this thing, if I can find a spot where it'll let me hit it. I don't know why that's not working. If it'll let me do the stairs. There we go. Now I hit the stairs, so now they're not red anymore. Bait them again, become red. In the red mode, you can move them. They're removable, you can pick it up. In this mode, I can't move it. I have to hit it with the hammer again to unlock it. That way I don't accidentally move stuff. So let's see if we can put these stairs in here now. Let's see if they will reach. There we go. So I think I'm going to move these right now up, and I can't reach those. Ah, jeez. Come on. Just give me a way to get up there. Maybe this will afford me to be able to get up here. Nope. Well, that just kind of gross. We'll have to edit this out because that's embarrassing. And I'm in the back in the same spot. But at least I'm not holding anything, so I'm not going to have a problem getting out of the truck. Let's get our pickaxe. Let's make this a little easier to get into and out of. Let's definitely unlock the stairs so we can move them around. Alright, so let's open this up. There we go. That should make things a little more easier to deal with. Just barely get those. Alright, so I have a way to solve this issue that we're having, and it's fairly simple. We're going to buy us a couple blocks. The blocks will make it a lot easier to get in and out of this hole. Okay. Wow. Now we're going to use the rake. Now, if you'll notice, it's pointing down, so it's going to flatten that area. Which makes it a lot easier to work down here.
Huh? Huh?
Now, not everybody likes using the rake. Kind of a me thing.
Huh?
Some people may enjoy it and other people don't. Alright, so I want to kind of make it a little easier to get in and out of this thing, so therefore I'm going to change the landscape a little bit around this. There we go. Pick this up. Drop it here for now. Pick this up. Drop it here for now. Pick that up. Drop that up here. Alright. Take my little pickaxe. Gonna get rid of that little divot right there. Alright. So now I'm gonna put this down here. Like this. And I'm gonna sink it down if it lets me. There we go. We have another one back up there. And we grab that. Put that there. Oh, that's not where I want that. Okay. Grab our ladder. Okay, so now it's a little easier to move around in here. And now we have a decent ladder. So now we can get up and out of our hole easy, no problems. And I'm going to purchase a couple more blocks to make things kind of nice.
Huh?
They're cheap, they're only 5 each, which makes it kind of nice. But doing this work means we're going to have to dig a little bit more, process a little more materials. Come on. There we go. But it's worth it in the end. Sometimes placing those things can be kind of a pain in the butt. But it is what it is. So now we'll have like a kind of a nice solid little start to our mine. So now we can come in and out of the mine nice and easy and smooth, which makes things nice. Alright. Now it's that time again. Yes, it is. Time to dig. I'm gonna make some pretty good gold down here, I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
Only problem is it's gonna be trips in and out of the hole, and that's okay, I don't mind. Let's put this stuff away. It's kind of not in our way. Now we're gonna lock everything down. Boom, 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 so we don't actually accidentally pick that stuff up. There we go. Get that out of the way. Let's grab our shovel. Let's head on down and do some digging. Alright. that shovel full? Yes, it is. So what we're doing now is widening this out.
Huh?
Look at that.
Huh?
Full shovels already.
Huh?
This thing out of our hand.
Huh? Huh?
Can't believe I can't pitch the shovel. There we go. We're gonna have to fix that. Alright. Take this over. Like that. Oh, that's gonna be starting to be a rocky, bit of a rocky start. I'm running all kinds of issues. And I apologize for that. Take some of this roof away.
Huh?
Oh, we forgot to wash our pads last time. Do that now, shall we? I don't like how that was going. Let's put it down now. Oops. That's better. Alright, let's refill these things. Continue to work on the roof here.
Huh?
And we did it again. Old people, can I say?
Huh? 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 Huh?
Once we get that roof cleared away, we won't have that problem anymore. This time, we're going to brush our pans before we head back into the hole. There we go.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Now we can drop the shovel a little easier as the roof gets taller. And our buckets as well. back up here a little bit. I do it this way because that's actually flattening the roof out. Now if I did it from down below looking up, it would make a hole back towards the top. I'm trying to avoid that. So this is why I'm doing it this way. It's a little maybe OCD, but I like to try to build a clean line. Oops, we forgot to wash it again. Oh my god, I'm gonna shoot myself. Somebody give me some Prevagen. You guys are probably flipping out every time I do that. You forgot to wash it again. But I didn't forget that. Get back down to our little hole. Grab our shovel. Keep working our roof.
Huh?
Now, we should be able to put our shovel down. There we go. Oh look, empty buckets. Finally. Paying attention. Alright, so you get the gist of what we're doing here. I will shorten up this long drawn out process that we're doing right now by editing the video, and we'll be back in just a minute, and hopefully we'll move from to the next step. Okay, so we're on our way up to cash in our monies. $275 isn't a whole lot, but when we were off camera, did of course fill this thing and bring it up and cash it in, and we got pretty close to 600, I think was what we got, 5 something. Coupled with this 275. I spent a little bit, in all honesty, because I went up to the place and got another set of steps so that we could reach all the way to the top without now having to hop up on the big brick. Put this out here. And now we have 801. That 801 is going to afford us to not only purchase the equipment. I mean, that's just 432 and 327. That's going to give us 752. So that'll afford us to buy these. Both. We're going to move these down here to the flat. In the initial setup we use these down here, we are going to use them strictly to make money, and we're going to make money from the way we set them up by setting up first the ore extractor or the miner, and then the harvester. This spits out rocks into the top of the harvester, which then spits out the ore. And we will put a basket like one of these down at the bottom of this, and it will fill it with ore, and we will let that fill it with ore, and when it's done filling it with ore, we will take it up and we will cash it out. Once we've cashed it out, we will take some money and we will be buying an anvil, a crucible, and a little furnace, and we will start smelting the ore that we pull out, and we will buy a separator, and we will start smelting the ore we pull out, the gold and the iron, and selling that up there. That should put us at a point not far from now to be able to put multiple miners in here, all feeding on belts to the harvester, which will spit that out onto a belt that will come above ground and go to separators and things that we are going to install up here. That's what the future of this mine is. That's what I'm hoping we're going to be able to accomplish. With these stairs, it's a lot easier to get in and out of this mine. As you can see, I used my rake and I opened this up nicely. That is so we can run miners down one side, miners down the other side, with a pipe running through the middle to feed this machine, which is the harvester, which will then feed a belt that will be a riser that goes up above ground here, and we will set up a processing area right out here. And hopefully in the future we should be able to fit at least 8 miners in here, 4 on each side, all feeding into the harvester, which will come up to the belts up top here, and so on and so on and so forth. And we should be able to get a pretty good production going that should generate us enough money to be able to expand our operation to another place. We can purchase another lot. There are multiple lots in this game, and we can purchase another lot and set up another mining situation, maybe on a T2 lot that feeds us even bigger and better ore, and so on and so forth. And that's the plan. But I wanted to get this going today just so that everybody could have a chance to kind of see what the game is about. The next episode we do will be on setting up this production line that I'm talking about. Hopefully you'll return to watch that. I know there are many and multiple videos out there on Hydroneer. But for my subscribers and for people interested in learning a little more closely about how the guide functions and what to do next, and so on and so forth, because we will be covering it all, not just the miners and the setups for mining, but also the logic and so on and so forth. And hopefully this information will help people with that stuff. And so, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. Also, if you haven't subscribed, push that button. It's free and easy, and it doesn't cost you anything. And it helps me and helps the channel. And if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification when we make our next video. Hopefully we'll see you then. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, saying have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.